Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm pretty positive everything is squared away. Let's go ahead and talk about the way the bracket, not the bracket, there's no bracket yet. We're going to make it on here publicly. And this is video I'm going to post on TYM, so right now I'm going to try to be as quick and efficient as possible and ignore the stream chat because this is going to be posted on TYM so people understand how this was made. Okay, so these are all the people that I've got added, and actually let me this should be better. Yeah, now you can see all the people. Okay, I hope that works. Anyway, got iPhotos, Bipolar Express, Connect Demise, Homely, K7. You'll notice number 6 says buy, and it has the parentheses Cyborg. That is because 4x4 Lobo originally bid on Cyborg, and he recently made a post saying, hey, any Cyborg takers out there just want to take it for free, I'll donate. K7 can't because he's currently with Black Adam, and I think Relaxed State might be able to do it, but he hasn't had a chance to respond. So I'm keeping it now as a buy. The next is Joe Nitty with Deathstroke, and Newbie with Doomsday, Gross with Green Lantern. Two things to point out real quick. Newbie and Gross live together. They're roommates. So I will make sure that they are separated on the bracket as a favor to those guys. You'll notice right below Gross, purposely so, I have a Green Lantern and a Yellow Lantern. Let me explain real quick. Captain, I had to go out of town unexpectedly for a family issue this past week, and I had to end the bidding because I just wasn't going to be around my computer all freaking day, and I ended the bidding early. Well, Captain Execution, who I speak with, pretty regularly, he sent me a text message a little upset about this because the typical eBay fashion, he was waiting to the last minute to outbid Gross or any other GL. So basically, so I closed the bidding early because I was like, screw it, I don't have time to deal with this anymore. I gotta go take care of some stuff. And Captain Execution was upset, and rightfully so. And so basically what I did, he entered the Xbox tournament last week, and he had an internet issue happen all of a sudden, and he had to bow out of the tournament after donating $25 to the pot. So, he's a great player, a really good guy, and, he didn't make a fuss about his internet issue. He just said, take the money, whoever wins, enjoy the money, blah, blah, blah. He didn't make a stink about it. So I'd be a complete asshole if I said, oh, yeah, sorry I screwed you by cutting off your chance to win a final bid when that was your intentions anyway. So basically, I've altered the rule for him, and I'm allowing a Green Lantern and a Yellow Lantern. So that's the story with that. I don't need to explain it any further because it's my tournament, my rules, and I can change whatever I want. And everyone else is just going to have to deal with it. Next player on the list, Mr. Aquaman's Ares. Mystery DXP, it's Flash. Cosner, he lives in Norway. Again, Cosner lives in Norway. I didn't put his character. Let me put that right now. He plays Green Arrow, and I checked his connection. Everything worked out well. We had a pretty long set, and everything felt clean and good. And I have really high-speed internet, and I don't know, it was good. It felt fine to me. He feels better in Norway than half the Americans do, so whatever. And keep in mind, I had 2 Xbox Live tournaments and 1 PS3 tournament. This is the second Xbox Live tournament to win a trip to EVO. The purpose of the second Xbox Live tournament is to allow all players out of the U.S., but including the U.S. So you could be Norway, Europe, Mexico, Canada, United States, whatever. So that is the purpose of this tournament, is to allow anyone and everyone, including, players like Foxy Grandpa that everybody wants to see at EVO, Cosner, and Quark, who had to regretfully back out last minute, but whatever. Next player we have is the world's #1 down player, Emperor Jupiter, Martian Manhunter. We have STB Shujinki Dink, who initially was a Catwoman main, and now he's back in the tournament with Catwoman. Since Jupiter took his Martian Manhunter, it'd be kind of hyped to see Shujinki Dink beat Jupiter with Catwoman. That'd be fun. Anyway, Macro with Nightwing. Here's the other thing. Plan to win with Sinestro. However, Plan to Win has a friend who I don't have the name of yet, who, when I made a thread today saying, hey guys, any player or any character who doesn't have a bid yet, you can buy it now. Well, Plan to Win sent me the money without posting in the thread or a PM or texting me. He just sent the money to buy the player. And he said it's for his friend from his local scene. So I said, okay, he already paid me the money, so I'm going to allow Joe Nitty as Deathstroke and also Plan to Win's friend as Deathstroke. They both paid. They both want to participate. They both are adding to the pot. They're both people I know and like. I'm not going to say, due to the misunderstanding, one or you can't participate. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not in the mood to do that. So, it is what it is. Deal with it. If you don't like it, I'll refund your money and you can go play in some tournament that doesn't matter. Next person on the list is I guess you say newbie. It's Nooby, not to be confused with Noobe, the Doomsday player. But this is an interesting thing. JTB123 from London made a thread sponsoring $50 for any Grundy player. He was going to put $50 towards the purpose of this pot to any Grundy player that thought they could, straight up win the tournament. So this guy stepped forward and said he thinks he has a legitimate shot in doing so. So it's $50 for this Grundy player. So it's going to be a lot of hype, a lot of fun to watch. JTB will also be at EVO, but he just chose to donate to the cause and to have a Grundy player participate. And then you've got the crowd favorite, a Foxy Grandpa, who is currently banned on TYM. So I had to orchestrate this through Facebook Messenger while driving 85 miles per hour back home today. But I did get his donation in from his donator from New York who didn't know how to use PayPal. That was a lot of fun. But Foxy Grandpa is in. Viking 305 for Zod. You guys know him. And Comp Bros did the buy it now option with Superman last minute. I think I've got everyone in. I think it's all set and all squared away. It's 22 players. I have not added up the pot yet, but I will add up the pot soon. Probably tonight before I go to bed. I want to relax and play some games first, and then I'll do that. So anyway, here's how it works. Again, I'm going to make sure that Newbie and Gross are on opposite sides of the bracket. Just courtesy from me to them, because they are roommates, live in the same apartment or house or whatever their thing is. So basically, here's how it works, guys. I go up here and click Shuffle Seeds 5 times. And that's going to be the bracket. Now, here's number 2. Here's number 3. Here's number 4. And here's number 5. Now, before I click on the bracket to view what the bracket looks like, again, I will shuffle the seeds one more time and every time after until Newbie and Gross are separated. Okay? So here we go. Let's see what the bracket is. I will widen this. Just everyone calm down. I can't see, Pig. Let me make this a little bit better. Actually, whatever. This will work. Gross is on the top. That's good. And perfect. Newbie's on the bottom. It's perfect. First try is the best. That's awesome. All right. So let's take a little bit of a look at this bracket. Let me see if I can. Sorry, I just don't have it. And fuck it. Hold on. Let me change something. Just hold on. Everyone calm down. Let's do like there. And then okay. Awesome. Close ahead. Okay, so we have iPhotos versus Gross, and then the Buy versus Connect Demise. Plan to Win's friend Deathstroke versus K7. And then Plan to Win. That works out nicely because they're on the opposite sides of the bracket, the friend and Plan to Win. Bipolar Express versus Plan to Win. And then Newbie versus Comp Bros. Oh, that's interesting. Superman Doomsday. And then Yellow Lantern versus Batman. Captain Execution versus Homely. And then let's go ahead and look at... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at this path. You have Plan to Win, Bipolar Express. And the winner, that gets Jupiter. Jesus Christ. Let's see the other... key matchups here. Oh God, I feel bad for iPhotos. He got Gross, which is a bad matchup, and then he got Macro, which is a bad matchup. And then Macro, if he plays like this Flash player, that's a bad matchup for Flash. Macro's got a good path. Macro's got a really good path, and he would play, if Macro kept winning out, he would play like the winner of like the Arrow, Black Adam, Destro. Yeah, so Macro can make some noise. He can make a big name for himself. And these are, I mean, guys, take a moment, just look at the big names in this tournament. That's huge. This is really huge. This is, you know, you could take 8 players in this list and it could be a potential top 8 at any major. Definitely a top 4 at a regional. Let me pull back up the chat, see what you guys are yapping about. Yeah, Macro versus GL or Aquaman. This is, you know, if bipolar, oh, this is really interesting. Bipolar and Plan to Win, they actually both have a tremendous opportunity. Either one of them wins, they have a good chance versus Jupiter. If they beat Jupiter and put him in losers, Jupiter's first match, then, oh God, the bottom half is so strong. God, the bottom half is strong. Foxy Grandpa and Zod. Foxy Grandpa does not like the Zod matchup. If Viking does not know the Wonder Woman matchup, he'll get bodied though. But if Viking knows the Wonder Woman matchup, he could win pretty clean, 2-0. I like how the 2 DSs and the 2 Green Lanterns are separated. That works out pretty nice. I don't see any region issues here. This looks clean. I mean, I think the number one issue for me is you got Sinestro and Plan to Win versus Bipolar, and the winner of that plays Jupiter. That's tough. Here's my prediction. Out of these three guys, whoever loses will make it all the way to losers finals in the tournament and could win the whole thing. That's what's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to cut the video off here. Yeah, I'm going to cut the video off here, guys, and I might stream some casuals. No, I'm not going to take any more. I'm not going to take any more because I feel like I've stretched it enough. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've stretched it enough, and I've got like questions like, who is the cyborg player, if any cyborg player? You know, it's just it's frustrating right now that I've got some open ends, but whatever. If people bitch, I'll just refund their money and they can just have at it. I mean, like, and even if somebody just says my path is completely unfair, I'm not in the mood to argue. I'll just refund money. Just say bye. You know, I'm just not going to do it. But anyway, this is the opportunity. Whoever wins, it's a winner-take-all function. DAG has been paid. Sonic Fox has not been paid yet because I will not pay anybody until you send me proof that you have registered for Evo. In Sonic Fox's case, he can't do that yet because his mommy hasn't agreed to it yet. So that's that. Jupiter, yes, this is the final bracket. I'm not making any changes. I don't see any other changes I need to make. The deal was I have to randomize it 5 times, as I did publicly in front of all of you, and I'm going to post this video on my YouTube and on Twitch, and you guys can see for yourself. I did it. I put the names in. I randomized it 5 times. It's a random button, and I can't stress that enough because that's the only fair thing to do. And I posted. I'm not seeding any of this stuff, you know, because I just chose not to do it. Yeah, I'd like to pay Sonic Fox. I hate having all that stupid money in my account on PayPal. But preferably if you win, I'm hoping someone who wins can just commit that minute and register online to Evo so I can just send you the money. I don't like holding people's money. I'm not a bank. So anyway. All right, guys. So here it is. I'm going to... Yeah, here's the deal. If Sonic Fox, just to be clear, if Sonic Fox cannot go to Evo, and he says, my mom says I can't go to Evo, then here's what happens in Sonic Fox's case. I PM the runner-up, Honeybee from Canada, Honeybee. I PM Honeybee and say, can you send me proof you're going to Evo? And if he sends it to me within like 3 to 5 minutes, or that day or the next day, I send him all $348, and there's no questions asked. That's the rule. That's you have to show me you're going to Evo. The whole purpose of this tournament, this online opportunity, is to receive money that you didn't have, that would have been tough to get to go to Evo. You know what I mean? Like, this money is to promote you, to guarantee your spot at Evo, that you will be there at Evo. It's the whole purpose of the tournament. It's not to go spend on, 100 pounds of Skittles. It's to go to fucking Evo. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to close the stream down just so I can cap this video off and post it as a separate entity. And then I'll probably stream some casuals or just me screwing around in practice mode or something, just a little bit. I've been out of town for 4 days, and I've been away from every